Hey everybody, today I want to talk about nutrition. It was going to be a cooking episode, but unfortunately I had what I'm going to call a kitchen situation. Didn't come out quite like it was supposed to, so in the coming days I'm going to give it another whirl, see how it comes out, and hopefully get that up to you this week or maybe next week, depending on how it goes. It just didn't go well for me. So, that being said, I want to talk about a little bit of my nutrition today. I'm going to give a high-level overview because there's so much nitty-gritty you can get into. I don't want to overwhelm people and make these really long, boring videos. So, today I'm going to talk about something called the plate map. Okay? Everyone should come up with their plate map. Now, it actually, I have a PDF format of this, which you can find the link to that in the sidebar. So you can download it and look at it yourself. So let's go over it and see what we got.
Okay, so here's the full plate, and before we go any further, I want to first mention that there are a couple key things about your diet to pay close attention to. The first part is low fat. The key is low fat. If you remember my previous video talking about diabetes and insulin resistance, it's all caused due to fat. So a diabetic diet is a low-fat diet, but also really anyone's diet should be a low-fat diet and will really help you to lose weight. So that is the key, low fat. Also, fiber. People do not get enough fiber in their diet, and that can lead to a lot of problems. So make sure you get at least like 6 to 10 grams of fiber per meal. You want to try to aim for about 30 grams of fiber in one day. So here we go with a full overview of the plate map that I use when I make my meals. First I'm going to talk about lunch and dinner because they have the same kind of portion control with the plate map. So let's get started. Okay, complex carbs or the starchy vegetables. Things like this would include your rice, baked potato, maybe a pasta like a whole wheat pasta, something like that. For portion control though, you want to make sure it varies per individual, but your portion for your meal should be no bigger than your fist. So make a fist, take a look at it. That's the size portion you want to have of a complex carb or a starchy vegetable per meal for either lunch or for dinner. Okay, so we're on to the meat protein portion of our plate. And when it comes to meats, you want to make sure, number one, you get the lean meats, the low-fat meats, okay? I know you normally go right past them to get to that nice fatty stuff that could taste just so wonderful and all, but you'd be surprised if you cook it right, lean meats taste just fine. So you want to go no more than 6 ounces of the lean meats. Size-wise, that would be about the size of 2 decks of playing cards or so. You don't really want to get more than that. You don't want to overdo it at this part of the meal. So there you go. All right, and now probably the most important part of the meal, 50% of your plate you want to make sure is non-starchy vegetables like broccoli, green beans, that sort of thing, and the other half being salad. You want to make sure you at least use something like a romaine lettuce because that's a little better for you than the iceberg. There's not really much to iceberg. And of course, load it up with your cucumbers, your tomatoes, your celery, all that good stuff to make it nice and tasty. You could also include carrots in here as a non-starchy vegetable. Also to note though, you want to use your low-fat to fat-free dressings if you have the salad, because we are watching fat after all. On top of this, you can add an 8-ounce glass of milk or perhaps a low-fat yogurt. If you do the milk, make sure you get the the low-fat skim or fat-free milk. And also, here you can also add a free food. What a free food is, it means it has no sugar, no fat, it's less than 50 calories. So you're looking at your sugar-free Jell-O or something along those lines. You can just toss in a serving of that. And finally, we have the fruit and or small dessert. Now, if you go with fruit, you want the fruit to be no bigger than, let's say, a medium banana or a baseball, if you're going like with an apple, for example. Now, you can also have a dessert, maybe a small brownie or a small piece of pie. And you're asking yourself, well, how can I eat that if I'm on a diet? But what you have to realize is sugar is not the enemy, as long as you have it at the right time. A dessert is meant to be eaten with a meal, with your dinner. It's not a snack. A snack comes later on the evening, and that's something like a high fiber, like a cracker, low-fat crackers, low-fat cheese, that kind of thing. A dessert is eaten with the meal because all that fiber you're getting with your meal assists in slowing down the processing of that sugar. It actually helps to block some of that sugar. So it is perfectly healthy to have, on occasion, a small brownie or piece of pie or a cookie. Don't overdo it. Nice small portion, but you are allowed occasionally, not every night, but occasionally with your meal. So you can also do that. So either a portion of fruit or a small snack can go here. Now for breakfast, if you're eating something that comes on a plate, you want to only use half of the plate. Now, my breakfast of choice that was suggested to me is a high fiber cereal. I actually use Fiber One. It's one of my favorites. And then I have fruit in it, like a medium-sized banana or some mixed frozen fruits that come in the bag that are all natural, no sugar added. And and then of course with a portion of skim milk. Now that's my breakfast I have every day. Works very good for me. There are a lot more options out there, and I'll be covering more of the substitution type list or what types of foods are good for what in a later video.
Alright, so that's the breakdown. I hope you found it informative and it gives you some good ideas. Now I know I didn't go into too many specifics as to what counts as what. I'm going to do that in future videos, but you can find some information online for that, what counts as a starchy or not starchy vegetable and things like that. So look for some more information in the near future. I hope you found this good. Again, the link is in the sidebar to download the PDF yourself, the plate map. So that'll do it. Take care. Have a healthy one. Bye.